Good morning. It's Tom Padula from TomPadulaTV on YouTube and, of course, Insegna Booksellers. And this is lesson 26, Italian lessons. We're doing pratica. La pratica batte la grammatica. Okay, so la pratica, you always need more pratica when learning a language. And if you want to revise, but la grammatica importante, you have to, you have to get to know it well in order to improve your spoken and written Italian. And of course, that reminds us of the 4 language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. So that's where we are. With con la pratica, you can do whatever you want. It's listening, speak, so you can watch movies, you can listen to songs, you can have conversation with other people over coffee, whatever, as long as you listen and speak. So in other words, as long as there is a communication, without reading or writing, those are the ones that we need, the audio and, of course, the vocal cords. But reading is very important, and I've sort of neglected it in a way, but I'm not neglecting it because I'm thinking about it and I'm saying, what can I do to encourage people to do some really serious reading? Because these presentations, lessons, are designed to help adults achieve their aim, to encourage people to actually learn another language, because it keeps our brains moving. It's important. And if you have family that is from a particular cultural background, speaking a particular language, you don't have to do it. You should learn the language of your family, of your ancestors, of the people that you want to pass on your culture. So, but if you were born here in Australia and you don't come from a little town in Italy, like I do, then Melbourne is the place where you were born. Therefore, it's important for you to know all the local ins and outs, but then there is the need to access the past in written form by reading, and also, of course, with films from the other countries in the language. Therefore, what's the basic ingredient of all this? Well, the basic ingredient is the need for it, or the pleasure that you can derive from it, and of course also enthusiasm, consistency, all those other elements that make a good student. That the dedication you give to whatever activity that you do. So it doesn't have to be a language, it can be any. So if you're giving your time to if you're a sporting fan, for example, and you go to the game on a Saturday and you watch the TV on Sunday, and then you catch up with what the teams are doing during the week, and then you might want to listen to what what the organisers want to do with their teams, etc., etc. You can spend a whole week. That sport becomes like a religion to you. So, and religion is the same thing. If you are close to close to your religious belief, then it almost follows you the whole day. If you're happy with that, that's good, fantastic, and that's what I try to encourage now with the learning of another language. And in this case here today, it's the learning of Italian. Now, what am I going to do today? I'm going to continue with the books that I chose, and I'll show them to you again today as I do them. And if you are really interested, you should get copies of them and revise all the time until you know the elements well. But the real test is when actually you meet someone from the other country who speaks that language and you're able to speak with them. I had that experience the other day. Around the table there was a lady who spoke French from Egypt, and I was able to say a few words, not too bad. I apologise. It looked like I can teach it, but I don't speak French, every day. So I tried, and it was okay. I mean, my pronunciation is not bad, but the conversation wasn't the same as when I turned to the other person who spoke in Italian. That was fluent, bang, all done. So that's basically it. I'm going to give you some extra songs. Again, revision of certain songs. I'm going through them, and the idea is to get the songs, pick out the words and the verbs and everything else. Okay, so it's 11:30. Let's start. Where do we start? The first thing that we start is this. And the second one that we want to go to is this book here. Commedia per principianti. I'm going to go through it. La telefonata, in this case here. Yeah? Did I do La telefonata? Which one was it? Giovanni Studio, La telefonata. We've done that. No, it's not that one. And it's not La colazione. We did that last week. It's Butta la pasta. Are you ready to eat? Butta la pasta. Now, the characters in Butta la pasta are Luisa, casual clothes and an apron. La mamma, jumper, jeans, shoes and apron. Paolo, uniform, apron. 3 characters again. Props required. Ingredients and necessary implements. Frying pan, large pot filled with water. Oil, garlic, tomato, salt, pepper, parsley and pasta. And the kitchen. So you can do that in your kitchen. And you've got Luisa, Mamma and Paolo. Presumably the mother, the daughter and the son. I'll read it first and then we'll go through it. Luisa says, Mamma, ho fame. Mamma, anch'io ho fame, cara. Paolo, mamma, quando mangiamo? Mamma, presto Paolo. Luisa, cosa fai mamma? Mamma, oggi preparo gli spaghetti. Paolo, oh bene, ma come si fanno? Luisa, è semplice. Mamma, sì, molto. Luisa, prendi una pentola. Paolo, e poi? Nella pentola ci metti dell'acqua. Paolo, e poi? E poi del sale. E poi fai bollire l'acqua. E poi butti la pasta. Devi bollire l'acqua prima e poi butti la pasta. Ed il sugo come si fa? Prendi una padella. Sì, e poi nella padella metti dell'olio. Number 1. Mamma, e friggi dell'aglio. You gotta fry some garlic. E poi uffa, e poi i pomodori. Mamma, poi del sale, del pepe e del prezzemolo. E poi il sugo è pronto. Io butto la pasta. Well, sometimes you can also put a piece of meat, or if you like the meat, that gives it extra flavor, especially the pork, whatever, chicken, whatever you want. As long as it's, you put it in, you can take it out. Just gives it that extra flavor, if you like it that way. Paolo, io butto la pasta? Sì, ma aspetta, l'acqua deve bollire. 5-10 minuti later, the water is boiling, the sauce is ready. Ecco, adesso l'acqua bolle. Paolo, bene, butta la pasta. Ma dove? Ma come dove? Butta la pasta per terra? No. Sul tavolo? Sulla sedia? Ma no, nella pentola. Ah, scusami, e poi? E poi buon appetito. So Paolo was, joking about e poi, which he started off, of course. So, let's have a good read. Mamma, ho fame, I'm hungry. Anch'io ho fame, cara. I'm hungry. Thank you, Assunta Lombardi. I've just started with Butta la Pasta. I've read it. Thank you for coming on. And now we're doing the actual... Oh, I better show you the words. Wait on. Okay, here we go. Otherwise, I would have forgotten. That's what I've read. E poi. Butta la pasta. Ok? Butta la pasta. Mamma, ho fame. I'm hungry, dia. Mam, when are we eating? Quando mangiamo? Presto, Paolo. Cosa fai, mamma? Oggi preparo gli spaghetti. Today I prepare spaghetti. Oh, bene, ma come si fanno? It's simple. Yes, very much so. Prendi una pentola, you get a pot, and then in the pot you put some water, and then you put some salt, and then you let it boil, and then you throw in the pasta. And the sauce, how do you make it? You get a frying pan, yes, and then in the frying pan you put some oil, and you fry garlic, or you can crush it, etc. And then you put the pomodori, the tomato sauce, or just fresh tomatoes. That's what I use now. Fresh. But I prepare them. I boil them first, take the skin off, cut them up, and then put that in the sauce, and it's ready in 5 minutes. And then the sauce is ready. I'm throwing the pasta. Yes. Yes, but wait until the water boils. 5-10 minutes later, the water is boiling. Ecco, adesso l'acqua bolle. Here, the water is boiling. Well, good. I throw the pasta, but where? He's starting to take his mother on. What do you mean by but where? Where do I throw the pasta? On the ground? No, on the table, on the chair? But of course not. In the pot. Oh, excuse me. And then buon appetito. The mother picks up. Okay, so this one here is but then we got some exercises here. Fill in the blanks. Metti la pentola. Metti la pentola dove? Sulla tavola. Metti la pentola sulla tavola. Metti l'acqua nella pentola. Metti l'olio nella padella. Metti il sale nella pentola. Metti il pepe nel sugo. Okay, so you've got to get the preposition in there. The word some in Italian can be translated by the articulated preposition. We've done those, you remember? Del sale, dello zucchero, della frutta, dell'insalata, dei libri, degli spaghetti, delle pere. So you notice that the grammar here comes in handy. But then you've got to do the exercise. Translate the following. Some frying pans. Delle pentole. Delle pentole, no, yes. Delle padelle. Some water, dell'acqua, how do you say garlic? Dell'aglio. Some students, degli studenti. Some boys, dei ragazzi, delle ragazze, dei telefoni, dei numeri, degli angeli, della musica, del pepe. Look how easy it is. These are the exercises you can do. Explain to a classmate the various steps needed to cook pasta in Italian. Explain the procedure of the cooking of the sauce. Learn the following. Butta la pasta. Throw in the spaghetti. Che bello, how lovely. Per terra, on the ground. Buon appetito. Enjoy your meal. And then, etc., etc. A tavola non si invecchia. That's a nice saying. At the dinner table, you never get old. Remember that. You never get old at the dinner table. So that's it for this week for Commedia per principianti. We've done one more of those, and that's good. And now we're going to go to, you remember last week we did, what did we do? We did we did La Casa. You remember La Casa? Now, am I going to go through the words there again? No. I'm going to go through the other bits that we missed out. We did the words of il cibo, and here we did il cibo last week, and then we did also the adjectives, and it came up to there. But then we had to stop because that's il cibo. No, here this is la casa. All right, here these are the verbs for la casa, for the house. You remember that? Welcome to John Geronimo Alvarez. We're doing the verbs in Italian for la casa, the ones that you can use. Here they are. To build is costruire, third conjugation verb. To modernize, rimodernare, first conjugation. To move house, traslocare. To decorate, decorare. To repair, riparare. To plaster, intonacare. To paint, pitturare. To return home, rincasare. To furnish, ammobiliare, arredare. To dust, spolverare. To sweep, scopare. To set the table, apparecchiare. To clear the table, sparecchiare. To look at, on, guardare su. To rent, o let, affittare. To live, abitare. chiudere a capo. So apart from the first one, which is a third conjugation verb, and the last one, to lock, chiudere, which is a second conjugation verb. Oh, welcome Filippo Castignano from Puglia. Very nice for you to come on. So apart from costruire and chiudere a chiave, costruire is third conjugation, and chiudere is second conjugation. The others are all first conjugation verbs. So if you want to say I modernize, you say io rimoderno, io trasloco, io decoro, io riparo, io intonaco, io pitturo, io rincaso, io arredo, io spolvero, io scopo, io apparecchio, etc., etc. So this is where the verbs come in, and if you learn those, you can actually start then writing some essays, which I'm going to suggest today that we do. And then you can, you need to an Italian to look at, someone who knows, to look at your mistakes. You always make mistakes, and that's when you learn. The other useful vocabulary is garden, il giardino, the gate, il cancello, vegetable garden, l'orto, lock, la serratura, bolt, il catenaccio, key, la chiave, brick, il mattone, iron, il ferro, belt, il campanello, door handle, la maniglia, ashtray, il portacenere, central heating, il termosifone, shelf, lo scaffale, vacuum cleaner, l'aspirapolvere, washing machine, la lavatrice, la macchina da lavare, coffee, percolator, la macchinetta del caffè. Now, one useful thing about all this is that you actually, if you are in Italy, you can learn the English part, and if you are in a Spanish speaking country or Portuguese speaking, because today we've got Assunta Lombardi's local, John Geronimo Alvarez, I think is from Brazil, or not quite sure. Maybe John Geronimo, you can tell us where you are. Filippo is from Puglia. So we've got 3 continents here, and I'm here. So it's important to understand that all languages have got similar types of systems. And I explained in English here because this is basically for the people who are local, and also because English is lingua franca in the world. It's like, French used to be, lingua franca, an international language. Okay, tablecloth, la tovaglia, table napkin, il tovagliuolo, typewriter, la macchina da scrivere, frame, la cornice, mattress, il materasso, sheet, le lenzuola, pillow, il cuscino, carpet, il tappeto, clock, l'orologio, alarm clock, la sveglia, rent, l'affitto, tenant, l'inquilino. Now notice, those words there, I put them on. You don't need to have the book. You can just get an exercise book and write them down. You're not going to have access to these otherwise. Okay. Unless you get the book, but I've got this book for me. I don't have other copies of it. I have to have a request first of all. Then the request has got to be in a number of numbers. Otherwise, I can't order just one book. You might as well do it directly. So that's the problem with Insegna being, sole trader that I am, and I do it with great pleasure. It's a passion of mine, basically. Okay. Idioms and useful phrases. Door to door, di casa in casa. Home sweet home. Casa mia, casa mia. Board and lodging. Vitto e alloggio. Homemade, fatto in casa. To feel at home, sentirsi a proprio agio. Household, il proprietario. Landlord, il padrone di casa. To withdraw from the world, rinchiudersi tra 4 mura. To live as one likes, vivere a modo proprio. Notice the 4 mura, M-U-R-A. It's a muro, but it's il muro, le mura. It's one of those words that changes into the plural. To live as one likes, vivere a modo proprio. House proud, amante della casa. To house old things in the attic. Riporre le cose vecchie in soffitta. Homeless, senza casa. So people who live in the streets sono I senza casa. The homeless, he sends a tetti, o casa, o tetto is the roof. Your house is well furnished. La tua casa è ben arredata. My friend pays me a visit every Monday. Il mio amico mi fa visita ogni lunedì. To pay the rent, pagare l'affitto. To go upstairs, andare sopra. To come downstairs, scendere sotto. To do the shopping, fare la spesa. To do the housework, fare le faccende domestiche. To be at home, essere in casa. On the third floor, al terzo piano. At the top of the stairs, in cima alle scale, housewife, donna di casa. The window looks out onto the garden. La finestra dà sul giardino. Now, when you got all these words, you want to write a few things. They don't have to be essays. They can just be paragraphs. You can, as long as you write, even sentences. And here, la mia casa, in your exercise book, la mia casa. You get these words here and you start writing, you know, with the verbs, you make little sentences. Una casa ideale, an ideal home. Casa in stile moderno o antico, in the style, in old or modern style. Scrivete le vostre preferenze, write your preferences. Il posto della donna nella casa, a woman's place is in the home. Comment, make a comment. Casa in città o casa in campagna, house in the city or in the country, on the countryside or, you know, in the paese or nella campagna. Considerazione, you've got to consider the two. So they're good, you know, these essays, and yeah, they're good. They're good topics. So use these ones here. So that's another one. We finished with that. And now, of course, we have one of the songs, La Mazurka della Nonna, which we've done many times, one of my favorites. So I'll just give it to you here, show you. La Mazurka della Nonna. I needed a drink and, you know, take advantage. Look what happened first. I went through the song. L'orchestrina, una danza, una mazurka, l'aria, la quadriglia, il tempo, la pariglia, il landò, i tanghi, i foxtrot, la nonna, le trecce, i mutandoni, la gonna. More words. Il nonno, la mano, la scaletta, la bicicletta, il primo piano, i giovincelli, i baffoni, il tempo, le mani, la carioca, il sassofono, il grammofono, la nostalgia, la gioventù. Adjectives: americana, paesana, belle, bei, belli, mia, sua, primo, lontano, antica. The verbs: senti, strimpella, pensi, passò, usava, attaccata, erano, ballava, baciare, sposarsi, stavano, guardarsi, balla, rimbomba, suona, pensa, era, fu. Notice, you know, I can pick out the first conjugation verbs, second conjugation, then the tenses. You know, these are the sort of then consideration when you do these songs that you can. But above all, a song is for you to sing and enjoy the actual, you know, pronunciation of the words and the intonation, and of course interpretation comes last. So let's get something first. So let's see what I do. La mazurka della nonna. Quando senti l'orchestrina tra una danza americana che strimpella una mazurka dall'aria paesana, pensi allora alla quadriglia d'un bel tempo che passò, quando usava la pariglia attaccata all'andò, quando non c'erano i tanghi e i foxtrot. Ah, la mazurka che ballava la mia nonna, con le trecce a pentolone e con i mutandoni sotto la sua gonna. Quando mio nonno, per baciare la sua mano, non usava la scaletta ma la bicicletta fino al primo piano. I giovincelli di 20 anni o poco più, come eran belli, coi baffoni per l'insù. alla mazurka d'un bel tempo assai lontano, quando prima di sposarsi stavano a guardarsi con le mani in mano. Now they do different things before they get married. Or si balla la carioca, il sassofono rimbomba, ma mio nonno suona ancora il grammofono a tromba. Pensa in me con nostalgia all'antica gioventù, quando allora ogni Maria non era Mario, com'era bello quel tempo che fu. Alla mazurka che ballava la mia nonna, con le trecce a penzoloni e con i mutandoni sotto la sua gonna. Quando mio nonno, per baciare la sua mano, non usava la scaletta ma la bicicletta fino al primo piano, i giovincelli di 20 anni o poco più, come eran belli coi baffoni per l'insù. Alla mazurka d'un bel tempo assai lontano, quando prima di sposarsi stavano a guardarsi con le mani in mano. Well, that's a good song, and good for when you're learning Italian. It's a good song because that's gives you practice. You don't need other people when you do these songs here. Now we're doing this one here, l'italiano with patience. Oh, welcome, Curtis L. Tallman. Great, l'italiano with patience. That's another one, and this is all pratica at the easy level of Italian. And I said last week that I would do half an hour of, of the easy ones, and then I would go to harder. But the second tier, if you like, the intermediate part of my program will be like the songs. The songs are, and then the literature part is the advanced state. Here, let's have a look at this. Che cosa hanno? This is from Che cosa hanno? Scrive una frase come nell'esempio. Lui sta male, ha un raffreddore. This one here. Lui sta male, ha mal di denti. Lui sta male, ha mal di testa. Lui sta male, non lo so, ha mal di stomaco. Lui sta male, ha mal di gola. He's showing his neck. So mal di gola. Leggi questi dialoghi. Che cosa hai? Sei triste? No, non sono triste, sono malato. Franco. Giovanni e Luca, siete preoccupati? Sì, siamo preoccupati perché abbiamo paura. They are afraid. Il signor Franchi, lei è il dottore? No, mi dispiace, sono un paziente, sto molto male. Another one. Altra espressione usando il verbo essere. Io sono, tu sei, lui, lei è, noi siamo, voi siete, loro sono. You should know that by now. And this one here, you can say, io sono contento, io sono triste, tu sei stanco, tu sei stanca, lui, lei è cieco o cieca, lei è malato o è malata, depending on the person. Noi siamo arrabbiati o arrabbiate, voi siete sordi o sorde, loro sono preoccupati o preoccupate, etc. These are the easy part, per parlare delle professioni usiamo essere, professione, lei è dottore, non sono infermiere, etc. E per parlare delle nazionalità, nationalities, it's also you use the verb essere. Daniele, sei australiano, sì, sono australiano. So these are the exercises. Chiedi al tuo compagno la sua professione e la sua nazionalità. Che cosa fai e di dove vieni? Sono un dottore e vengo dalla Germania. This one here, all'ospedale, completa con la forma giusta di stare, avere o essere. There you are. So these are the verbs, the exercise about the verb. Infermiere, buongiorno signor Franchi, come sta oggi? How are you today? Signor Franchi, io sono contento perché non ho il raffreddore. I'm happy because I don't have il raffreddore, a cold. Infermiere, e lei, signora Rossi, come sta oggi? And how you going, Mrs. Rossi? Io sto bene adesso che non ho mal di stomaco. Now I'm all right because I don't have a sore stomach. Signori Grilli, noi abbiamo fame e la signora Rossi ha sete. Infermiere, siete preoccupati? No, veramente noi non siamo preoccupati. Ecco il dottore, buongiorno dottore, buongiorno, come state? It's plural there. See that? Il dottore, buongiorno, come state? Signor Rossi, io ho mal di testa. Signor Franchi dice, io sono stanco. Signora Grilli dice, io ho la tosse. Io invece sto benissimo, signor Grilli. So that's it for this week from l'Italiano with Patience. Okay, l'Italiano with Patience, that's another one done. Done and dusted, as they say. Now, I was writing what I was going to do today, but I'm just going to follow now. I was a bit late, and it doesn't matter, because now we do another song. And this one here, Quanto è bella lei, I have the translation as well of Quanto è bella lei. We might read the translation and we'll see how we go with it as well. Here we go. Now, this is a song by Gianni Nazzaro, who passed away last year. And that's Quanto è bella lei, word list. La mamma, l'occhio, un giorno, il prato, il fiore, il mare, un dispiacere, altro bello bianco. Not many. And the song is, I'll sing it first and then we'll do the translation. Okay, so here we go. Or I could even give you the translation there. Okay. Oh, this one here. Oh, that's got the original. All right. Okay. Ti prego, non mi dire che lei non è per me. Non darmi un dispiacere adesso che io l'amo. Tu non la conosci, ma quando la vedrai sarà un'altra cosa e allora capirai quanto è bella lei. Tu, mamma, non lo sai. Quando guardo lei, io vedo gli occhi tuoi. Mi perdonerai se un giorno me ne andrò. Prati senza fine, fiori bianchi, questa è lei. Ha negli occhi il mare e non lo sa. Chi mi fa morire e mi perdona è sempre lei. Tu la vedrai e capirai quanto è bella lei. Tu, mamma, non lo sai. Quando guardo lei, io vedo gli occhi tuoi. Mi perdonerai se un giorno me ne andrò. Prati senza fine, fiori bianchi, questa è lei. Ha negli occhi il mare e non lo sa. Chi mi fa morire e mi perdona è sempre lei. Tu la vedrai e capirai quanto è bella lei. Beautiful words. Let me see if I've got the translation. Yes, I've got the translation, the lyrics. Okay, I'm not going to sing them. I'm just going to read them. Please don't tell me that she is not for me, not to give me grief. Now that I love her, you don't know her. But when you see her, it will be another thing, and then you will understand how beautiful she is. Your mum doesn't, no, this translation is not very good. When I look at her, I see your eyes, you forgive me if one day I go, endless meadows, white flowers, this is her. She has in his eyes the sea and does not know who makes me die and forgives me is always you. You'll see her, understand how beautiful she is. Your mum doesn't. No, it's no good. Okay, that doesn't matter. One of the things about this this job here, you've got to. It's all in the preparation all the time. So if, but it doesn't matter because we're doing practice. So you're allowed to make to make mistakes if you like. Okay. Have a look. Let's have a look at this one here. Okay, here we go. And that's the translation. Okay, please don't tell me, che lei non è per me, that she's not for me. Okay, non darmi un dispiacere, don't give me grief, now that I love her. You don't know her. But when you'll see her, notice the future tense there, when you'll see her, you will understand, okay? You will understand, quanto è bella lei. And it will be, sarà un'altra cosa. It'll be something else and you will understand how beautiful she is. You, mum, you don't know her. But when I see her eyes, I see your eyes. You will forgive me if one day I'm going away. Meadows without end, white flowers, that's what she is. She has the sea in her eyes, and she doesn't know it. Who makes me die and forgives me always is always her. You will see and you will understand. She's beautiful. She's really beautiful, she. And you, mum, you don't know. You don't know. Let's have a look. When I see her, I see her eyes. You'll forgive me if one day I'll go away. Meadows without end, white flowers, that's her. She has the sea in her eyes, etc. We've done that. So this is Quanto è bella lei. Now, this Quanto è bella lei is really quite a nice song by Gianni Nazzaro. And you've got to watch it when you actually sing it because, that's what happens. Now, the next lot that we're doing it's from Speak Parla Speak from this book here. There we are. And we're doing bravo, well done. Okay, these are phrases, stock phrases. Let's read them. Va bene, benissimo, fantastico, meraviglioso, bello, bellissimo, ben fatto, eccellente, ottimo. Beautiful phrases. Good, very good, fantastic, marvelous, lovely, really lovely, well done, excellent. Ottimo, top work. There you are. The next one. Va bene così. Sì, è giusto, bravo, avanti, su, dai, forza, coraggio, mi raccomando, ce la fai da solo o ce la fai da sola, referring to a female. Sì, senz'altro, no, non ce la faccio, ce l'hai fatta, ci riesci? Sì, ci riesco bene, ci sei riuscito? Ci sei riuscita? Arrangiati su. Ok? The next one. Pronti tutti al lavoro, su poltrona, dai, non aver paura, come sei bravo, come sei bello, come sei simpatico, come sei gentile, sii cortese, sei proprio educato, sii ordinato, che divertente, che buffo, sei molto spiritoso. So there you are, great phrases. Is it okay like this? Yes, that's right, good. Get on with it. Come on, go for it. Be careful. Do you manage on your own? Yes, by all means. No, I can't manage. Did you manage to do it? Are you coping? Yes, I'm coping well. Did it turn out? Do it yourself. Go on. So you'll have to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's how you do it. And you can write these sentences like that. And these are the other ones. Okay, this one's in English. Ready, everyone, down to work. Come on, lazy bones. Come on, don't be afraid. How good, how clever, how great you are. How kind you are. Be polite. You are really well-mannered. Be tidy. How entertaining. How funny. You are very witty. So, even in English, you know, you get these phrases, and then you can write your essay, you can write your description. So these words here, these phrases, very important. Very important. There we are. And we're proceeding now well. Do you reckon it's time for another song? Yes? Maybe. This one here is a good old one. This one here. From the 1930s, would you believe? Parlami d'amore, Mario. I love it. Absolutely. The words are just so beautiful too. And these are the words here. Un sorriso, una stella, l'occhio, il destino, l'amore, la vita, la fiamma, il sogno, l'illusione, il cuore, la sirena, il mondo, il gorgo. Adjectives, bello, magliarda, blu, profondo, avverso. That's a wonderful couple of beautiful magliardo and avverso, beautiful adjectives. Okay, parlami d'amore, Mario. Does anyone know? Oh, welcome, Colleen. Welcome. We're doing Parlami d'amore with Mario. You'll have to catch up when I finish this hour, because there's been quite a bit of pratica in Italiano. Okay, parlami d'amore, Mario. Here we go. Come sei bella, più bella, stasera, Mario. Splende un sorriso di stella negli occhi tuoi blu. Anche se avverso il destino, domani sarà. Oggi ti sono vicino, perché sospirar, non pensar. Parlami d'amore, Mario, tutta la mia vita sei tu. Gli occhi tuoi belli brillano, fiamme di sogno scintillano. Dimmi che illusione non è, dimmi che sei tutta per me. Qui sul tuo cuore non soffro più, parlami d'amore, Mario. So che una bella e magliarda sirena sei tu, so che si perde chi guarda quegli occhi tuoi blu, ma che mi importa se il mondo si burla di me. Meglio nello gorgo profondo, ma sempre con te, sì con te. Parlami d'amore, Mario, tutta la mia vita sei tu. Gli occhi tuoi belli brillano, fiamme di sogno scintillano. Dimmi che illusione non è, dimmi che sei tutta per me. Qui sul tuo cuor non soffro più, parlami d'amore, Mario. I'm getting a little bit better. Oh well, never mind. Now, I promised you that I would do some more advanced material from the book here. I hope that I've got something here. I did Valentino. I'm going to look for something whilst talking to you, because this is it's a big book. you got to find the right words here. Oh my God. Here we are. Wow, Romagna. This is Romagna. It's a big one. Romagna is near Tuscany, in Emilia-Romagna. Okay, when I do Dante, you know, travelled to Romagna. I've never read this myself, and this was written by Giovanni Pascoli. I'm going to show it to you. There it is. You can see, you know, the Italians love the study of these things and the detailed explanations, because this is hard. It's not easy Italian, it's classic Italian, it's golden language by great writers when people didn't have all the modern concepts we have now. Giovanni Pascoli was born in the 19th century and died in the 20th century, late and early. And he also was also a Nobel Prize for Literature one year. So that's him. I'm going to read you Romagna. I'm just going to read it to you. Enjoy it as we do it. Now the thing is, I need to actually read it whilst showing it to you. I'm getting organized. Here we go. If you can see it, it'll be good. Sempre un villaggio, sempre una campagna, mi ride al cuore o piange. Severino, il paese ove andando ci accompagna l'azzurra visione di San Marino. Sempre mi torna al cuore il mio paese, cui regnarono Guidi e Malatesta, cui tenne pure il passator cortese, re della strada, re della foresta. Là, nelle stoppie, dove singhiozzando va la tacchina con l'altrui covata, presso gli stagni lustreggianti quando lenta vi guazza l'anatra iridata. Oh, fossi io teco e perderci nel verde e di tra gli olmi nido alle ghiandaie, gettarci l'urlo che lungi si perde dentro il meridiano ozio dell'aie. Mentre il villano pone dalle spalle gobbe la ronca e afferra la scodella e il bue rumina nelle opache stalle la sua laboriosa lupinella. Da borghi sparsi le campane intanto si rincorrono coi loro gridi argentini, chiamano al rezzo, alla quiete, al santo, desco fiorito d'occhi di bambini. Già m'accoglieva in quelle ore bruciate sotto l'ombrello di trine una mimosa, che fioria la mia casa ai dì d'estate, coi suoi pennacchi di color di rosa. That's beautiful, that. E s'abbracciava per lo sgretolato muro un folto rosaio a un gelsomino. Guardava il tutto un pioppo alto e slanciato, chiassoso a giorni come un birichino. Era il mio nido, dove immobilmente io galoppavo con guidon selvaggio e con Astolfo, o mi vedea presente l'imperatore nell'eremitaggio. E mentre aereo mi poneva in via con l'ipogrifo per sognato alone, o risonava nella stanza mia muta il dettare di Napoleone. Udia tra i fieni allor falciati dei grilli il verso che perpetuo trema, udiva dalle rane dei fossati un lungo interminabile poema. E lunghi e interminati erano quelli ch'io meditai, mirabile a sognare, stormir di frondi, cinguettio d'uccelli, risa di donne, strepito di mare. Ma da quel nido rondini tardive, tutti migrammo un giorno nero, io la mia patria, o re dove si vive, gli altri son pochi lungi in cimitero. Così più non verrò per la calura tra quei tuoi polverosi biancospini, ch'io non ritrovi nella mia verzura del cuculo ozoso i piccolini. Romagna solatia, dolce paese, cui regnarono Guidi e Malatesta, cui tenne pure il passator cortese, re della strada, re della foresta. So he repeats that one there from before. It's like un ritornello. So that's Giovanni Pascoli, there it is. Now, you can see when I do something like this, you can't just read it. It needs an explanation. It needs that human contact. Here, there's a lot of work just to understand everything. But these are sources for building up your vocabulary. So even if you don't understand a whole lot, you will understand some. And if you're an adult and you already speak another language, don't worry that you don't understand some of it, because I can assure you a child wouldn't have a clue about any of this unless it's explained to them properly. Because these writers here, the great ones, they always refer themselves to past history, events that have occurred in the past, the mythology, the myths of the past, whatever, the wars, the peace times, the great people of the past. So these are the poets, poets like Giovanni Pascoli. You don't get a Nobel Prize for literature for nothing. You put a lot of work in it. Oh, well. See, there's another one here called Liguria. But I've done enough for that one. We're going to go to now another song that I have done with you guys before, or I've done in the... when did I do it? In the history part or the Dante part? I don't remember. It doesn't matter, though, because, you can redo the song for different reasons. And this is Lili Marlin, reminding us of wars. This was sung by the German army during the war. And Milva used to sing it in German, perfect German apparently. She spoke many languages, the pronunciation was superb. And she passed away too, Milva, last year. Okay, here we go. Tutte le sere sotto quel fanal, presso la caserma ti stavo ad aspettar. Anche stasera aspetterò e tutto il mondo scorderò con te, Lili Marlin, con te, Lili Marlin. Oh trombettier, stasera non suonar, una volta ancora la voglio salutar. Addio piccina, dolce amor, ti porterò per sempre in cuor, con me, Lili Marlin, con me, Lili Marlin. Forse, no, dammi una rosa da tener sul cuor, legala col filo dei tuoi capelli d'or. Forse domani piangerai, ma dopo tu sorriderai. A chi, Lili Marlin, a chi, Lili Marlin. Quando nel fango debbo camminar, sotto il mio bottino mi sento vacillar. Che cosa mai sarà di me? Ma poi sorrido e penso a te, Lili Marlin, a te, Lili Marlin. Se chiudo gli occhi il viso tuo m'appar, come quella sera nel cerchio del fanal. Tutte le notti sogno allor di ritornar, di riposar con te, Lili Marlin, con te, Lili Marlin. Now I didn't do the words before, and here they are. Okay? The new words, la sera, il fanale, la caserma, il mondo, il trombettiere, amore, il cuore, una rosa, il filo, i capelli, l'oro, il fango, il bottino, l'occhio, il viso, il cerchio, la notte. So you should know at least 50% of those words from this particular song. And the other ones you can look up. The ones that you might not know, it's la caserma, il fanale, la sera, you should know, il mondo, you should know, il trombettiere, amore, yes, il cuore, yes, una rosa, yes, il filo, i capelli, l'oro, yes, you should know that, il fango, il bottino, l'occhio, il viso, Il cerchio la notte. See, a lot of the words are repetitious words. That's what happens there. Now, the last song is this one here. Where are we? 12. Oh no, I can do something else. I can do something else before I touch on this. I did this last week. Il Conte Dracula. This is a funny one, a really funny one. Il Conte Dracula, the Dracula song. I'll do it again today because I feel it's it's a good one, even to build up your vocabulary as well. So, Il Conte Dracula. Here we are. I found it amongst my papers from many years ago. Here we go, that's the one. Baciami piccina sulla bocca piccolina, costi denti che c'ho qua, un bacio mio t'asciuga una città. So kiss me, little one, on my mouth. And because with my teeth that I have here, one of my kisses will make a whole city dry. So you're going to suck her blood. Brava gente! Don't forget this on stage. Buonasera! Oh, scusate la dentiera. Just think of Dracula with his teeth coming out of his mouth. The big teeth coming out. Senza paura, without fear, e senza macula, and without whatever. Io sono il Conte Dracula. I am Conte Dracula. Succhione, he likes to suck. Dentone, big teeth. Danton, a reference to the French Revolution. Danton used to kill people he used to guillotine people. Pompadour, that's not Pompadour, but it's Pompadour. Is Pompadour, that's the Queen of France, who had the head decapitated. Il nemico numero uno della Croce Rossa. I'm the number one enemy of Red Cross. Because dove passo io, where I go through, non lascio goccia, I don't leave a drop. He sucks everything dry. Buena, questa sera sono in vena. Buena, that's just a sound. This evening I'm in the vein. Lollo, that's Gina Lollobrigida, beautiful woman at the time. Fatti prendere per il collo. Let me, or let yourself be taken by your neck. Give me your neck. I wonder what he wants to do with Gina Lollobrigida's neck, but we know what he wants to do. Il Conte Dracula. Dice sei pallido. Someone says, you are pale. E ci hai le occhiaie, and your eyes have got, because you can't sleep. He doesn't sleep at night. He's got eyes that look really tired, and that's it. E te vorrei vedere, and I would like to see you to die every morning and getting up every single night. So, during the day, I don't know what he does, but definitely at night, from the moment sunset to sunrise, he's out there sucking blood. E poi con queste donne di adesso che fanno tutta la dieta, and then with all these women of today who are always on a diet, there isn't much to, that I can draw blood from to suck. Yeah, last night I had one that that was so thin. I was so moved that instead of sucking her blood out, I gave her a transfusion. Oh well. Son fatale, I'm fatal. Sono bello, I'm beautiful. Mi sbilluccico la testa. They used to, they used to put brillantina in the head, like oil on your head. Sulle spalle ho il pipistrello. On my shoulders I've got a bat. And at night è la mia festa. And at night is my feast. Perché a me mi ha rovinato il cinema? Because, you know, cinema has ruined me. Before I was alone there in my castle, very dark castle, in Transylvania, Romania, I think, in Transylvania, you know, on top of a hill. Apparently, the Dracula castle is still there. Succhiavo quando me pareva. I used to suck whenever I wanted, and I was like a lord. Instead, now I need to wait for the chuck Ercine, you know, ad aspettare il chuck, you know, when they say scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. Kaipa used to move in pictures. And here he says, ieri fatto il conto, yesterday just realized that the director said, good after the first take. You have to understand, I'd just had a little taste, and so I was left in hunger. So much so that I had to go to the restaurant, l'osteria, and there I had una Fiorentina. Una Fiorentina, of course, it's not the tourist. Ma non a bistecca, but not a steak, because una Fiorentina in Italy is that thick steak. But he didn't have a steak. He had a tourist from Florence. This world, questo mondo è in decadenza. This world is in decadence. Il patrizio non c'è più, there are no more patricians, e mi tocca fare senza del pregiato sangue blu, and I have to do without the precious blue blood of the aristocrats. Così me ne concedo un bicchierino ogni tanto finché campa. So now and then I give myself a little glass of it, until one of my, you know, the countess, friend of mine, lives. So he goes there. E che questi miei imitatori, and, you know, my cinematographic imitators are such plebeians, these Draculas of Cinecittà, the Draculas in Cinecittà, that's where we make Italian films. L'altro giorno ho visto un tale, the other night I saw someone, succhiava sangue da malaia. He used to suck blood from pigs. Mamma mia, ma come faccio a ridurmi al sanguinaccio? Il sanguinaccio, chocolate with blood, it's like a marmalade, you know, you put on bread, etc. I've had it. It's, you know, it's quite nice depending on how much chocolate they put in it. Ogni tanto per dimenticare mi ubriaco. Now and then, in order to forget things, I get drunk. With my teeth, I make two little holes on the neck of a fiasco, of a wine bottle, and I suck. Red, of course. He doesn't like white wine. Ma forse sarebbe meglio buttarsi in politica, but perhaps it would be better for me to throw myself in politics. Negli ambienti più piccini già ci stanno i tranquilli. In the most smallest of little societies there are already some little Draculas. Amongst stipends and you know, money that's given to each other, you can drink a crepapelle as much as you want. Questa nostra capitale is Rome, of course, can give us a lot of food. No, you know, it's not bad in Rome because, you know, Dracula brothers of mine, come on, take out your zanne, your paws, if you like, and remember that Rome has 7 hills, 7 necks. You know, I colli can be either a neck or a hill in Italy. So Rome's got 7 necks. You can suck all you want. Baciami vicino sopra. So I hope you enjoyed that one. I read it last week. I translated it today, and you know, now I have I've gone. There it is. There. I've gone overboard with it. Never mind. Okay, one last one. I got Vipera, and then we finish off. Or maybe I'll save this for next time because it's 12:28. Oh no, I'll do it. I just want to remind people that really, when I finish, I put the finish button on, and of course, this then becomes a podcast, which you can watch straight away. So if you came in later to the program and you want to revise this, you can go to my website, to my page, Insegna, to my page, sorry. But in a few weeks' time, the podcast will be available as well in insegna.com, in the blog. So I think I've got up to 27, 24, 23, I think, with Italian lessons, or 24. I transfer them across within a few weeks, so I don't do it straight away. Okay, so that's it. That's maybe we should finish with. No, it's a nice one. I just want to tell you something else. On the 24th of April, I will be at Federazione Lucana, so if anyone wants to come, I'll be reading, it's called Lingua e Cultura, Cultura and Lingua. So depending on who comes, I'll bring some activities to do, to present. It's an hour and a half from 3:30 till 5, so I'll get there about 10 minutes before, and then 10 minutes after, and we can meet. And if you are interested in the learning of Italian at whatever level, I can help you out. Okay, so that was one, and the other one was Easter is, of course, this Sunday. I want to wish everybody a few days of peace. Let's hope that bloody war in Ukraine and Russia calms down. I'm very disappointed with Putin, because I thought, I've been there for 30 years, really. I mean, honestly. And now, right at the end of his life, of his, in his terza, instead of getting more wisdom, he's shown the hatred that he had in his heart. What a pity. What a pity. But never mind, we wish him enlightenment in this time, and to stop this stupidity. The world needs peace. We don't need wars. My solution is simple. Get together with United States and China and go and explore the universe. Go and fight your wars there, not here, amongst the stars. Because, everyone seems to need an enemy. We really should be, close friends, all of us. Okay, humans, what a disappointment, really. But there have been other wars too, since World War II, plenty of wars. And they're not, they're just as bad. Okay, on that note, grazie mille for your attention and your, coming on to my program. There have been a few people today, and I'm very grateful to you. And on that note, ciao, arrivederci, alla prossima. Tom Padula from TomPadulaTV on YouTube, and of course Insegna Booksellers here in Melbourne, from Melbourne, but servicing the rest of the world. Whoever sends me orders, I send them out. Okay, and I've had a few from Mexico, Italy, in the other states. Not many, but the word spreads. So look up insegna.com, and if you can help, do. Ciao di nuovo.